Now you should be able to hear us.
Now can you hear us?
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Can you hear us?
Can everybody hear us?
I see movement.
Cool. We
Yay!
can hear you.
Thanks, Joel.
Almost didn't make this live stream.
Yes.
So I had a game.
Mm-hmm.
I got home from the game like 25 minutes ago, which we're going to talk about that because some interesting things came up during the game. In a rush, I'm like, I got to go. I need something. Let me boil some hot water. I'm going to put some salt in there. Should I even show this? I spilt hot water.
The pot.
Down my whole chest. Because stupidly, put it in a blender bottle. And the blender bottle, I accidentally closed the top. I didn't mean to close the top. I closed the top.
Don't put boiling water into a blender bottle.
It exploded. So, yeah, but we're good. It's only probably like a 1st degree burn. It's kind of like a really, really bad sunburn. But we're going to do this live stream.
The kids are en route to get some
Sunburn
topical cream as we speak.
Can you believe that we live in South Florida and we don't own the aloe vera sunburn cream? How do we not own that?
Well, I'm not surprised, honestly, because we don't go to the beach that much. You know, you have that in preparation for, like, am I going to get burnt at the beach?
Joni said cold mustard will make it all good. I'm trying. I was just like,
I'm going to slather him like a hot dog.
I don't have time to worry about this. I'm going to worry about it later. So hey guys, I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're 2 Crazy Ketos. If you're new to our channel,
welcome.
Welcome to our 72-hour fast live stream. Day 2. We're 48 hours in.
And I want to know, how is everybody feeling?
I wanted to mention, and we got to get to the comments. Couple things. Number one, some people have emailed us and said, oh, we missed their comment in the live chat. If you have something that's really important, there is like a little super chat thing or something on the bottom where you could make a donation to the channel, and it kind of highlights it so we automatically see that.
Or
but we do try to really get to everything.
Post it on the replay, and we'll
we try to
see it.
We read every comment on our replays. I just want to pull up the YouTube studio in there. But I was messaging with Julie today from Redmond Rail Salt, and they are sponsoring tonight's live stream.
Awesome.
They're sponsoring it with a giveaway. I'm trying to move this. So
well, I like giveaways.
That. Where is the live part? Live. Where is live? Oh, there it is.
He's futzing.
I'm futzing. I've got to do this right. Right? Here we go. Live now. I want to be able to see the chat up there.
Oh, okay.
So they're sponsoring. I don't have everything they're giving away, but we're going to give it. We're going to announce it today. We're going to pick the winner on Keto on the Couch. Okay.
Awesome.
And here's what they're giving us to give you guys away. And that's all they're doing. They're not giving us anything other than stuff to give away. We're giving away a bag of the kosher salt. The whole bag. This is 16-ounce bag of it.
Yes.
And then also a 16-ounce bag of the fine, but I don't have any of that because we have a 10-gallon paint bucket of salt. So we're getting a bag of this in the kosher, a bag of the fine, 6 of these little things,
which are awesome to travel
these little
with,
travel ones, and then also a complete bag of the salt rocks.
How fun!
So all you need to do to enter into this giveaway.
We've got another one that's a Redmond one too.
Yeah, that's on Thursday.
That'll be on Thursday.
All you need to do to enter this is after this is over, head over to the replay of this live stream and leave a comment. Now, anything you're putting in the chat doesn't count because that doesn't carry over.
Right.
And the way we pick the winner, it's got to pick it out of the comments. So go over to the replay, hit the like button on the replay, and then leave a comment on that. And we're going to pick a winner on Keto on the Couch, and then they'll mail it directly to you.
Right. So we have a bundle that we're giving away, Thursday in our live stream.
Yep.
And that has some clay masks.
That was stuff from us. That wasn't from Redmond. That was stuff we had.
And then this one we will give away on Keto on the Couch.
On Keto on the Couch. So you have until Sunday, or I guess Saturday, because we're going to film it on Saturday night.
Yeah, to sign up.
You have until Saturday night about 5 o'clock to enter into that. So just do it when you're done. Also, go and exit out of the chat right now and hit the like button on this so that everybody knows about us, because then YouTube will tell everybody, hey, go watch those 2 idiots. How was your day?
Yeah, let's find out.
I'm going to backwards at the coupon, at the comments.
April is making more of the yogurt for Thursday.
Nice.
I don't think that you'll be sorry doing that. That's a nice thing to have with your dinner. My mom had some with some chicken. She said it really made, if you put a little different kind of seasoning salt on it, made a really nice topping for that.
Jolie made it 55 hours.
A personal best. That is so exciting. And that is what this is all about. I started to see some comments coming in from Instagram and even in the fasting app that it's like, oh, I have to duck out.
Line Girl says we sound a little raspy or choppy.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why.
nobody is going to hold their head down in this fast.
Nope.
No matter what you've done, if you've done something new, if you've pushed yourself into, something that you've never done before, we want to celebrate that, right? So I want to know who went 24 hours for the first time, who skipped lunch for the first time. It's all exciting.
That burn actually just lowered my glucose. I thought it would have raised it, but Vivid J said at least I'm not cold anymore. No, I'm not.
We fixed that.
Debbie says, is it me or is the sound in and out? What is going on with the sound?
Do you see?
That should be working.
Do you hear it now?
Did you just unplug it more?
No, I unplugged it harder.
Let's check. Works. Oh my God, praying for you. Getting something for the pain. Before
Crackly.
I forget, tomorrow night is 8:30. Yes, tomorrow night is 8:30.
Yes.
Let's see.
Stephanie was freezing so bad about a half an hour ago. Go to the end and just make sure that they can hear us and then go back up. Okay. Can you do that?
Is the sound any better? Sound is very low. Same for me. Sound is choppy and staticky.
Okay. Let's see what we can do to fix that.
Use echo cancellation. I don't know why that's on. It's not supposed to be on.
Let
us know if the sound is better now.
Is that better?
Is it better? Sound is wonky. You're kind of blurry. I went 24 hours and got a headache. I took a sinus tab. Sound is not better. What's going on with the sound? There's it fixed. Okay, yeah.
Fixed.
So somehow the echo cancellation button got hit. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
So just
I'm going to go back and see who we missed on comments. I don't like missing comments.
So just in case you didn't hear, we're having a giveaway from Redmond Real Salt that they're sponsoring. So
they're giving away this, another one of these, but in the fine salt. This kind, but in the fine salt.
Right.
6 of those. And a bag of the Salt Rocks. And so we're going to pick the winner on Sunday at Keto on the Couch.
Yep.
Or on Saturday. So you guys will see the announcement on Monday.
So you have until Saturday at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock when we start filming Keto on the Couch. And then all you have to do is go over to the replay of this, hit the like button, and leave a comment on there. Okay. Mike said the replay on Facebook or on YouTube. On YouTube. Always on YouTube. Sorry. I never comment on YouTube because they want me to make a channel, so I only comment on Facebook. Unfortunately, there's no way I can pick it out of both.
Yeah.
So, Auntie Val said, feeling good, but this is so hard. I still have to cook for everyone, including my mom, and they are not keto. I need prayers.
We are definitely praying for you guys. I know that this is tough. I'm sure you can tell by how fast Joe is talking that we have hit that level where everything starts to kind of speed up. We're like that excited inside. Has anybody experienced any increased energy today?
Okay, so let's see. Keith said, I'm still chugging away with the fast. I feel fantastic. I'm definitely going the entire 72 hours.
Awesome.
Brianna said, you weren't kidding about being cold. I was freezing last night. I had to wear 2 pairs of socks to bed.
It is so
Rachel
weird.
snuggled up with me. She didn't even realize because the AC was off.
And I was freezing.
You were freezing. The AC was off in our room because we have a separate AC in our room.
I was better today, but that is only because I got so much work done. So I got up at 5 a.m. I had 3 carloads of shipping to do. 3 carloads. And I cleaned my entire house. I did all the laundry and put it away. I planted a little herb garden in the back in anticipation of if we get chickens, a little border, I'll show you. But yeah. Nothing but
Did you vlog anything today?
I did not.
Okay, so we're sorry, guys, but our minds have been kind of weird.
Yeah.
And so I vlogged 1 minute, so there's no vlog for this. But we'll vlog on Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's see. Barbara's watching us while she exercises.
Oh, my goodness. That is awesome.
Jamie said, I started my fast last night at 7. Amazing for 48 hours. My first time, so definitely throwing in some 0-calorie electrolyte drinks throughout the day to get me through. I so need some Redmonds.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Andy Val said, feeling good, but this is hard. We read that one already. Charlie said, evening all, day 3 and going strong. I'm not hungry. I feel great, but I do have a lot of gas, but no number 2. We're going to talk about that in a second. I just want to get caught up because we got so behind with the sound stuff. Joni wants to know how much Redmond we put in the hot water. I just put a lot in, like a tablespoon.
Let's check Joe's chest and see.
I just put a lot, but I want it salty. So,
taste.
maybe like a teaspoon. Start with a teaspoon. But again, I'm putting it in this much water, which is about 30 ounces by the time I'm done.
But that water's cold.
This is cold water. Jackie said, I just finished 72 hours. Becky said, it was a nice day, chicken wings tonight. Keith said, your audio is pretty bad today. I have my team turned up. I think you guys said it was all fixed. We got behind. Debbie's trying to make the yogurt. She can't wait.
Awesome.
Mike decided to not chew gum for 72 hours.
Hey, that is a thing, okay? That is something that was very, very hard for me to break. So I am totally understanding that if you've gone 72 hours without gum, that is incredible.
Let's see. Brianna said, I hit 36 hours for the first time.
Fantastic.
And another Brianna, this is a different one, said, I think I'm pronouncing it right, said, I've been following you since last summer. I've never commented, but I really want to win that
Awesome.
salt.
Well, make sure you
comment on the replay, not on
in
the chat here. Steph said, I had my windows open this morning and a cold front and rain moved in after lunch and now it's freezing outside.
Oh my goodness. Well, make sure you bundle up.
Tara went 24 hours and got a headache today. I took a sinus tab and ate something so I wouldn't upset my stomach.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, so Rachel's had a bad headache, but her headache is not a lack of electrolytes. Her headache is a caffeine withdrawal.
This is the first fast that I've ever done without black coffee. And it has been really challenging. Yeah. I am not hungry a bit. I feel energized, but being really awake with a pounding headache has been very challenging. It seems to be subsiding at this point.
Yeah, everybody says the sound is better, so I'm glad.
And I'm really happy about that because that has been terrible. I'm not sure that I will do another fast without coffee, to be honest.
Black Butterfly said, I'm back in the saddle. I ate yesterday, but I'm 23 hours now, and I think I can make it the rest of the way.
That is awesome.
Becky said, today I was thinking about getting a salt rock. Just come over. I have a couple of bags.
Yeah.
Debbie said, it's truly made a difference in my fast.
The salt really helps.
It really helps. Stephanie said, in 1 hour, I'm going to be 48 hours in. I'm kind of getting worried if I will make it or not. But I'm going to try as hard as I can. Go as long as you can.
I was going to say, that is all
don't worry about it.
we
Think
can
of
ask.
it this way. It is already 7 o'clock at night, so if you're going to go to sleep anytime soon, you're going to make it till at least the morning.
See,
and that's a huge
breakfast.
accomplishment.
That is a huge accomplishment.
Margaret said, headaches at night. What's that all about? Check your sodium and sometimes magnesium. I handed Rachel the magnesium drops.
Mm-hmm.
And, I forgot. It's 7 o'clock. We also have we have to get on the Keto Chow live stream at 9:30.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
At 9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
So, so Rachel, actually, I gave her the magnesium drops, and she chugged them. I'm like, you don't chug those. Those are really, really bitter.
But I was ready for anything. You know how when you get a headache so bad, you're like, I
kept trying to get her to go do coffee, and she would not do the coffee.
Well,
she's like holding strong.
I'm holding strong, because you guys are holding strong. The fact that I know that there are people out there that are pushing themselves past what they're comfortable with, and they've never done that before. I want to be in on that.
Well, Jacqueline just said, I got a little lightheaded and dizzy earlier, but stepping up the salt, I'm determined to make the 72 hours. Salt is the key. And then Black Butterfly said, I appreciate you guys doing this to help us push ourselves.
Thank you. And you guys are helping me push myself, because seriously, he can tell you, he was like, just do it. Just quit. I don't want you to be in pain and stuff this morning. And
just
I was like,
coffee.
And I was like, no, I don't want to give up, because I know other people are uncomfortable, but I want to share in this with you guys.
Ed has been putting the bigger salt crystals in the corner of his mouth during the fast.
Yeah, it really helps. I love it. I suck on it almost like a mint and that's every day. That's not even just, during the fast.
Becky said, I stopped my fast yesterday, but I was still really dehydrated. I added a ton of salt, even to diet soda. Yeah. Hey, we're going to get caught up quick because Chris isn't on. Lucy said, I'm at 50 hours. I haven't gone past 24 hours before, so anything beyond, I'm going to consider a bonus.
Exactly. Consider it a bonus. As far as you can go, that is amazing. Like, seriously amazing.
Yeah, Colleen said, I had increased energy earlier, but I'm hitting a headache and salting it up. And Debbie said, squirrel, yes to the energy. So Let's talk about energy. Like I said, I just did a game, and I didn't even look and see how many miles I ran for the game. It was kind of a crappy game. And it was like a blowout, and one team like barely knew how to play lacrosse. But I still moved I did 3.7 miles during the game.
It really was a bad game.
That was a bad game
Usually
for a high
you're
school game.
Back and forth.
So, but we stayed at one end almost the whole game. But again, I did it on about 44 hours fasted.
Mm-hmm.
I had a ton of energy. The only time I have felt like, hey, I need to eat something. What is going on with that thing? When did that go like that?
A while ago. It's okay.
Really? We're just gonna exit out.
There you go.
We're gonna exit out. I don't know why it's doing it. Oh,
okay, Chris from Keto Show.
Hey.
I resemble that comment.
Okay, so what I was saying is I had so much energy. The only time I've been hungry is I was sitting down at my desk for earlier today, and I was like, hey, I'm a little hungry. And then it went away like 5 minutes later. But again, I looked at it was about 2 o'clock.
Do you think it was a boredom thing?
No, it was 2 o'clock, and it was like one of those times where you're used to, this is what I'm supposed to be eating right now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I had so much energy this morning. We got to a house to cut a house, and I looked at the house. I'm like, oh, that needs hedges trim. And I didn't have any hedge trimmers, so I pulled out the hand clippers and started clipping it with that.
Oh my gracious. Yeah, it's been nutty. It was funny because a guy came here to inspect our windows that had gotten installed recently. And when he came in, it was the beginning of the day and nothing was really picked up and I had laundry everywhere. And he came in like 15 minutes later and so much was picked up. He was like, what just happened?
So, read Stephanie's comment. I want to fix this. This is bothering me
I
now.
can tell. So, Stephanie says, I posted in the comments, but thank you for that bread video review. I totally agree with you how you two grade it. Only keto made bread for me or none at all. So, I didn't even know. Did you release the one from Aldi's?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I didn't even see that came out. But, yeah. And I'm sure that there'll still be some...
There we go. It's fixed.
I'm so glad. So glad. Whew, that's done. So
Move over more so you're more in the middle.
So maybe we can get back to like what we're doing right now.
That's okay. Yeah, so the bread video came out today. I did want to make one comment, which as I was editing it, I realized we did not say. There is one instance where I would absolutely endorse that bread, and that is if you're giving it to your kids, whether they're keto or not keto. I think that is a better option than giving them like the other store-bought brands. At least you're not giving them so much, like carbohydrates. But as far as somebody who is seriously on keto, I would not eat that stuff.
And I would just be careful with that, though, because if it's in the house, you may be tempted to use it.
Oh, yeah, that's completely different story. But as far as like, if you have kids that are not doing keto and you're getting them bread anyway, give them that bread. At least it's a little bit cleaner than all of the garbage that's in like the Wonder Bread and stuff like that.
Miriam's on. Hi, Miriam.
Hey, Miriam. Debbie said ketones were 2.1 earlier.
I didn't even check mine today, but yeah, that's another side effect of it.
I checked mine when I got home. My blood glucose was a 68. My ketones were a 1.2, which is very, very high for me. I honestly don't put a lot of stock in ketones. I've measured it where it was a 1.2 and then 10 seconds later it was literally like a 0.3. I don't put a lot of stock in them. I know this. I've got to be in ketosis because I'm not eating any ketones. But the scale is not very nice to me today or yesterday.
Stay off the scale. That's what I said. You're going to expect that it's going to be way low because it's like, wow, I haven't eaten in 48 hours. I should have lost like 500 pounds. But... So
I am 48 hours into this fast, and I'm actually 3.5 pounds lighter than heavier than when we started, which is insane. And that just shows you why we say all the time, do not fast to lose weight. Fast for all of the other benefits, to reset yourself, for the autophagy, but don't fast to get pounds off because it's not going to work. And then even if it does work, those pounds come right back on the second you start eating again.
So you're doing it for the autophagy and for the mental clarity and for the reset. And if there's a behavioral reset that you'd like to, maybe get rid of, disconnect from, have some time and then get back in there. That helps.
Time for some TMI though.
Uh-oh.
I did have a little bit of a whoosh, but not the kind of whoosh that we always talk about, a whoosh on the scale. About an hour and a half before I had to leave from my game, I started having what Rachel calls bathroom pyrotechnics.
Yes.
But this was not your normal bathroom pyrotechnics. I texted Chris. I was literally peeing out my butt. There was nothing but water coming out. I think that means I've had too much salt. The kids are home with my burn medication.
Thank you.
So Casey Smurf made it 25 hours and felt rather shaky. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I need. She made it 25 hours and felt rather shaky today. I guess it's a start for a first-time fasting, but hope Joe and Rachel are doing great.
Yes. Awesome. That is fantastic. And 25 hours is amazing. Oh, hi to Heather. She actually had a question for you, which is, how do you clean a nut milk bag? And it's an honest question. It's not, I mean, we're not joking.
I clean it in the sink. I turn it inside out. I use a little bit of dish soap, kind of wash it, and then you can throw it in the washing machine if you want.
That was the greatest text ever, though. It was like, how do I clean my nut milk bag? I was like, I've got to ask Joe that.
Rachel made it 48 and a half hours. I had to work dinner, and I didn't want to be the oddball sitting there not eating. I had a huge ribeye and scallops to break my fast after a cup of bone broth in the car.
Rachel,
awesome.
That is brilliant. Yes, we should start talking about what are you going to break it with tomorrow.
Yeah, we will. Let's just get a little caught up. Colleen said it wasn't bad until 47 hours. Now just reaching for the next hour, each next hour.
Colleen, you have been such an encouragement in the Life app too. So thank you so much for that. She's really cheered people on if they've, just commented that, they're having a hard time or, hey, I'm dropping out or I'm still going, but I'm struggling. Like, she's just been awesome. So thanks for that, Colleen.
He said, I finally finished the first issue of Keto Time. It took so darn long. However, the fast has caused me to work overtime. I've spent every waking moment working.
Wow, that is awesome. And Keith, can you put down in the comments, like, when do you think it'll be out? What are you shooting for?
Chris said, Joe, see what happens when I'm not here to set your video resolution correctly.
Right.
I somehow missed the little thing I used my mouse by accident.
I saw their live stream earlier. I like his haircut.
That's because Miriam cut it.
Very sharp.
With a Flowbee, right? Keith said the issue is going to be published soon.
Okay, awesome.
Eileen said it's a nice, beautiful day in New Jersey. We hit 60, so I ran out of work, took advantage of a chance to walk my dogs in a local park before it got too dark. Love walking the puppies.
That is a great idea. Gigi Girl says, is it normal for ketones to be low while fasting?
It completely depends.
On the person.
I don't take a lot of stock in ketone numbers because all that's reading is how much extra ketones are floating in your blood. It's not anything to do with being in ketosis. In ketosis is when you're actually using ketones for fuel. So that's why they can legally say when you take an exogenous ketone, they can say, hey, this puts you in ketosis because as soon as you take one of those, your body's going to use those ketones for fuel. So when you're actually hitting dietary ketosis, that's completely different. Sometimes you could be like me where your body is just so good at utilizing ketones, it makes just enough. And your body can even get to the point where all of a sudden you're just directly going from fat right to fuel. You don't even have that midway point. Chris was talking about that on his live stream today.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you're not eating anything, you absolutely have to be in ketosis.
Right.
You don't just get in ketosis by fasting carbohydrates, but just if you eat too low calories, even when you are eating carbohydrates, you can end up in ketosis.
And your body's not going hungry. It is eating off of you.
You got plenty of fuel on you.
Which is good.
Unless you're 8% body fat, then maybe not.
I am not that.
Chris said beefy arm for the win.
Woohoo.
Jacqueline said, I don't think I'm dehydrated. I didn't get anything specific in the way of electrolyte drops, so I'm just using pink Himalayan salt rocks. That works fine.
Yeah.
Jolene said, thank you, 2KK. I made it 55, and I'm looking forward already to doing another one.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Ed said, do you know when and how you can get older? How time seems to fly by? Well, I found a remedy for that. Go on a 72-hour water and salt fast. Time will stand still. Wait till the last couple hours.
Yeah, those are I think the hardest is when you know you're going to stop.
Oh, Wooly is on. We met Wooly in Omaha.
Hey.
He said, hey, Rachel and Joe, Scott the long guy from Omaha. 52 hours in.
You? Well, congratulations.
We met him in Omaha. He was talking about plowing roads and stuff.
What a great guy.
Yes.
And actually his daughter had led him to keto, right? Which was incredible. How is she doing?
Tara said the weather fluctuations give me a headache. It was 55 this morning and the temp has dropped like a stone all day.
What is up with the weather?
Mike said, thanks for a serious answer. I was actually kidding about the gum thing.
Oh, okay.
Someday I will do a 72-hour fast. I go 24 hours regularly, but without going into details, I have too much food in the fridge to fast right now. That's good. Gigi Girl wants is the Amazon Salt Lick on Amazon. No, it is not. I think they're only selling it on their website right now, but if you go down into the description, there's a link that'll take you to it. Mm-hmm. Christy said, I want to participate, but my husband has triple bypass on Thursday. Prayers are appreciated. I'm going to catch you on the next one.
We will absolutely be praying for him, Christy. What's his first name?
Let's see. Line Girl said, not doing the fast, but had a non-scale victory. I bought Smart Cakes for the first time and was tempted to try one, but it's not my dessert day. So I stuffed it back in the freezer.
That is awesome. That is incredible. Yes, you have put
awesome.
a fence around that. I love that. That's so good.
He said, fun fact, I've lost 10 pounds on this fast. I weigh less now fully clothed than I did last week in the buff, and I can't keep my wedding ring on. It keeps flinging off my hand.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
That's a great non-scale victory, but don't lose your ring.
Miriam said I still need to take some magnesium. I don't know if you guys were on earlier when I said Rachel did a shot of magnesium drops straight in her mouth. I told her don't do that, but...
You know what? I was so distracted by the headache, I didn't even, taste anything wonky, to be honest.
Rhonda said, hello, everyone. Had to get my bone broth. I should have done that before now. It was hard being in a grocery with all that food. I think I'm going to make 72
you
hours.
You are, Rhonda. Miriam says, did the magnesium drops help? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It is keeping it at bay.
Chris said they're doing their live stream early tonight because I have to teach a bunch of the boys about 3D printing.
How cool that's a neat lesson.
That is a neat lesson. Keto Chow is live in 30 minutes at 7 p.m. I guess we're going to get off early.
Yeah, we'll get off early.
Holly said, I got our nut milk bags today, starting to strain tomorrow. Yes, a tablespoon of our seasoned salt is perfect for my coffee cup.
Awesome.
Let's see. Brianna said, "Oh, I didn't have to comment in the replay chat. Thanks." And my name is pronounced with a long I, like
Brian.
Brianna. Bree.
No, it's like a long I, like Brianna.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Debbie said, "Salt is definitely the key. I'm using the heck out of my keto chow fasting drops, Tim."
Yes.
Trucker Cat said, I once did a 42-hour fast and I felt so good I turned it into a 4-day fast. Didn't really lose much, but did help with energy and joint pain.
Yes, and that's really what it's all about.
So, I didn't tell you this. So this fast for us is supposed to end tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
But we're not doing the live stream until 8:30.
Right, so ours will be later.
What are your thoughts about extending it until Thursday? For us. We've done 72-hour fasts. I was just thinking that you don't have to. I know Chris is going to do it. But I was just thinking, we've done 72-hour fasts before. Mm-hmm. We're talking to everybody about pushing themselves. True. How about we push ourselves? We try. I'm not saying we have to, but let's try. See how we're feeling tomorrow.
Okay.
Try to push the Thursday. I have to cut the church. I'll come home from the church. We'll do some bone broth, and then we'll go to, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, so I tell you what. I will break my
But you can have coffee.
Deal.
How's that?
Deal.
Okay.
I can do it if I have some coffee.
So you're going to do coffee at 8:30 at night?
I will do.
That'll keep you up.
I will do.
No coffee for 72 hours. You're going to drink. Coffee's going to keep you up at night.
Oh, I'm taking the coffee.
Okay.
So 8:30 tomorrow night, you will see me with a big steaming hot black coffee.
Okay. So, yeah. Now, we may not, but that's my plan is I'm going to see if I can push till Thursday because I've never gone beyond 72 hours. And when I say 72 hours, I was at 72 hours. I was going.
It was on the fork.
So I'm ready to go to see if we can do one just a little bit longer. Okay. So it won't be all the way till 7 o'clock. But I don't want to eat at 8:30 at night anyway.
True.
And I don't have a game on Thursday. So we're going to go cut the church. I'll be home by 12:30 or 1 o'clock or something like that. And then we can...
As long as I get my coffee at the 72 mark.
Yeah, that's fine. And we'll do a bone broth. We'll drink a bone broth.
Honestly,
and then we'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings because it takes an hour to bring our wings anyway.
Because honestly, I'm not hungry at all.
I'm not hungry at all. Gigi Girl said I couldn't give up coffee, but no cream. That's good.
Oh, she likes my Superman shirt.
Lucy said, looks like we're going to be moving the party soon to the live keto chat.
Yes.
Yep, we're going to get caught up here. A Keto Mom said, Miriam, thank you for mentioning putting the Redmonds in your diet soda. I tried it after the gym today, and it really helped.
It really does. It's weird. And you don't really taste it overwhelmingly, I don't think.
Chris said, I figure you guys can jump on after Joe finally catches up in 3 hours from now.
We will take a short break in order to lather him up with the green jelly.
PJ said, a little off topic, however, I remember you guys mentioning that you're doing partial carnivore. Switch today to 90% carnivore. What are your thoughts on carnivore?
Okay.
I was going to actually make a video on this.
So here we go.
We'll still make a video on it. I have no issue with carnivore. I have an issue with the people who jump into carnivore groups and tell people that they're doing carnivore wrong. I think that carnivore is anything from an animal. If you look up the definition of carnivore, it's eating things from, you're a meat eater. And yet I see people saying that carnivore is if you only eat beef.
No cheese.
No, you can't have cheese. You can't have cream. You can't have butter. You can't have chicken. You can't have fish. My personal thing is carnivore is anything from an animal. And that's pretty much what Dr. Berry says as well. So I don't like. I don't think I would ever be completely carnivore because I think it's too restrictive for me.
And we do like things like that are for gut health,
right.
like sauerkraut,
right.
and kombucha. That's not in your car.
And I don't put a lot into metabolic flexibility as far as like you have to have carbs, and if you never give yourself carbs, your body is not going to like them. Your body's always going to like use carbs for energy if you give it to them. But I do think that every once in a while it's good to have some vegetables. And again, it's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But I think it's good to have some vegetables every once in a while just for your gut health to change things up a little bit. Because I am a firm believer in changing things up on a regular basis.
But we do keep our carbs pretty low. I mean, we're pretty carnivore-y.
We're pretty carnivore-y.
But it's your journey. Mm-hmm. And my thing would just be whatever you're comfortable with. Like if you're like, hey, I'm just going to keep it beef. I'm never going to eat any cheese. I'm not going to have butter. I'm just going to use the fat that comes off of the bacon in order to cook my food. That is awesome. That's great. And if that works for you, that's incredible. Yeah. My only thing is when I see other people like meat shaming others. So.
My biggest problem with the carnivore movement right now is I think a lot of people are going carnivore because they weren't doing keto properly.
Right.
And they weren't getting the results that they wanted, so they're being more restrictive. And like I was talking to Dr. Sivis, and we may even be having him as a guest at some point. But I was talking to him, and he talked about, again, it's another reason that every diet fails long term. The fad goes away because basically keto is very similar to Atkins. Well, why did Atkins go away? Because people started not doing it properly. It gets restrictive. People quit. And the more restrictive you make it, I personally believe, the less sustainable it is. So I think what happened is people started keto. Hey, I'm not seeing the results. They started introducing too many keto treats. Well, now what do? I got to restrict more. It's kind of the opposite of if you are eating 2,000 calories and you want to lose weight and all of a sudden you drop yourself to 1,200. And then eventually your body gets used to the 1,200 and can operate on 1,200. So you have to lower. Eventually you can't lower. And I think that's what's happening right now with carnivore, where people started here with keto. Well, now I need to restrict more. So they restrict more. And that's where we're getting like carnivore is beef only. Right. Well, then what do you do?
Right. Exactly.
So at some point you just have to take ownership in what your diet is.
Yeah. And sometimes something like a fast really helps that, right?
Yeah,
because
it's a reset.
It's a reset, and it's a much more sustainable reset. If I go and do a fast every 6 weeks, and I know, okay, every 6 weeks I'm going to have a 24, 48, or 72 hour fast, I feel like that is more sustainable as a reset than thinking I'm just going to continue restricting my food until I can only eat.
So is it Brianna? Is that what it is?
Brianna.
This is my second 72-hour fast. It's way more fun to do it with friends. I've really struggled today. I'm determined to make it the whole way.
That is so awesome. Yeah, me too. I am determined to make this the whole way.
Mike said I liked the purple line.
Oh, yeah. That was just...
Keith said, wow, looks so much better without the purple background. The transparent live chat looks great.
Awesome.
Oh, we can do that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I can do that right now. Can you read one?
Oh, no.
There we go. Is that better?
We've lost him.
Tell me if that's better. Although by the time I get caught up, we're going to be done with all the chat.
Right.
So, Miriam liked the bread review today.
Thanks, Miriam.
I know that we're going to get some hate on that. I haven't looked at the comments yet.
It's hard, but
our job's to be honest.
Well, we're just going to be honest. And again, I think if we left it in, because I didn't see the final thing, that our objective and a company's objective is going to be totally different. My objective is, what can you do and stay, sustain your goals, right? Like, I want you to stay on plan, and they want to sell bread. So they're not concerned if you stay on plan or not. So I just don't want to have things that are going to be obstacles.
And
I feel like it's going to be an obstacle.
Between a lot of the companies that you're seeing pop up in the stores, and I'm not talking about the big companies like a Keto Chow or Perfect Keto or Redmond. I mean, but when you see these major companies like Slim Fast showing up with keto products in the store, they don't have your interest at heart.
No.
But when you see something like Keto Chow or keto bars or Perfect Keto, their owners are doing keto.
Exactly.
They care about your health. They created this product for keto.
Yeah, it helps a lot. And I just want to make sure that it came across that if you are using that bread, you're still my friend. Like, that's not, something like,
we're not keto police.
We're not
just
keto police.
Trying to make you aware of, like, these are not good ingredients, and they're playing a fiber game.
Yeah.
And at minimum, if you're going to have any, and not just the bread, but any of the stuff that's got these kind of ingredients, when they have a lot of fiber, at least put some kind of a total carb cap so that you don't overdo it. I was watching a YouTuber today, and she was talking about, like, I have a problem that I overdo stuff. Well, a lot of times you overdo it because you don't have that. If you put some kind of a cap, you were good with the 20 net carb cap, so keep that, but then put some kind of a total carb cap so you don't overdo the 0 net carb
right.
items.
And then you don't send yourself into that, like, circle of, oh my gosh, I don't understand why I am not having any success. I need to restrict myself even further. Now I'm really upset, when a total cap would have probably solved it.
Mike said you guys posted a bread video in the middle of a 72-hour fast. Yes, we did.
But it was like, don't eat it.
It was like a product like, don't eat it. Please don't eat this. But we do have the keto box review, which we were going to do today, and I'm holding it off until after the fast for the keto box. There were some cool products in the keto box this month. Miriam said, yes, giving the kids or old people who will not change their ways the bread is better than regular bread.
Exactly.
Eileen's gluten intolerant, so not even an option to try it. Yeah. And a lot of those breads aren't, they do have some gluten, at least vital wheat gluten in them. If it's only thing, I don't mind it, but yeah, if you have celiac or something like that, that's not good. But I think that the Foxhell Kitchens bread does not have any gluten.
It doesn't. And
Miriam will correct me if I'm wrong.
And I have a gluten sensitivity. I actually even had to change makeups because there was gluten in the makeup. Lucy says, or make truffles in any of the 20 flavors of keto chow. Yeah.
I got a couple truffle recipes I'm working on.
Yeah, that's a good option too.
Let's Talk Survival said I stopped at 42 hours, but I felt like I could have gone longer. I have to fast for a test on Monday, so I don't want to do them too close together.
Hey, that's completely
Fasting
fine.
for a test is awesome because you get all of that cognitive function and all those ketones going right to your brain. You can really think clearly.
Yeah.
Line Girl said, if I want to try a fast with you all next time, how long in advance notice do you give? We will probably do the next one right after Keto Salt Lake. That's what I'm thinking.
So probably in May?
Hammer end of April.
Okay.
Which would be about 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. We'll always do a couple weeks in advance, but I want to hammer a couple things down with Redmond, and since we're going out there, we'll be able to see if they can sponsor the fast a little bit more with more giveaways and stuff. And we want to give you guys enough in advance notice to be able to get Salt Rocks.
Giveaways make it fun.
Stuff like that. So, Chris said, I haven't ever tried strawberry in a chaffle, but every other flavor is fantastic.
It doesn't make any sense, Joe.
What doesn't make sense?
I love the Aldi bread. I wanted to try it once to see if it was worth the hype, but I know it's horrible for you. Hey, that's okay. Again, whatever works for you.
I think Casey. I think she's talking about the fact that I've actually gained weight on a fast.
Yeah,
it's just very weird.
It's frustrating. The scale is
maybe
the devil.
My scale is broken.
The scale.
Can we go with that? The scale is broken.
It's just mocking you.
But it just shows you. I mean, I think you have a lot to do with gravity and the way Earth's spinning. Because we've had times where it literally will change week to week when you've done nothing different.
But here's the thing: avoid the things that are going to trip you up. Right? If you get on the scale and you don't see it going down and you think it should right now, it's just going to be like, well, forget it. I might as well just eat. It's not doing anything, so.
Gigi Girl said she's happy we did the bread review. She was searching for the bread.
All right, good.
Steph said the autophagy, clear mind and stuff is why I'm doing the longer fast.
Awesome. And it's not something that you have to do all the time.
No.
Usually about 6 weeks. I think Dr. Fung, I've heard him talk about that.
A vet said I'm not doing the fast, but I want to tell you guys you're doing awesome. Keep up all the good work.
Thank you for the encouragement.
Annie Val said, finding at this point the fast is more mental than physical, especially when I come to my normal window of eating. Yes.
It is very weird how it's like you just feel like you should be eating something because it's the time to eat. And this fast, what I've taken away from it so far is I am definitely keeping my coffee fenced in and not going back to after
3
February.
pots a day?
Well, no, I'm not going after February because we've been doing like nothing before noon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing nothing, no coffee before noon, even though we're going to be out of February, because I am really not enjoying what a hold it has on me.
And I woke up with such a headache this morning because I don't do as much coffee as Rachel, but I do coffee and soda like the Zevias and stuff. So I've definitely had a little bit of a caffeine withdrawal as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chris has got to go get the camera and junk set up for the live streams to have fun. Great. We're going to get caught up now.
Awesome.
Kathleen said the best I've ever heard for describing that. Peeing out the butt.
Peeing out the butt.
Lucy said, Joe's bathroom situation. Poor thing. I think that's how you know you've had too much salt. It's a salt flush. Yeah. Mike bought the set of nut milk bags.
Did you buy them in person? Because it would be awesome to ask somebody in a store, like Bed Bath & Beyond. Excuse me, where do you keep your nut milk bags?
I did want to just take a second to say thank you to everybody who does use our links, who clicks on our things, comes back to the website to click through the links or in the video description or the Amazon, the Amazon links for things that we use. It really does help support the channel. I mean, the cameras, the lights, all that stuff's expensive, and it really does help us. And
Joe's
we
aloe
greatly
cream.
appreciate it. My aloe cream, the insurance for having to have the kids go drive my car.
All of these things.
No, we really do appreciate it. And I don't think we said enough. Like, thank you so much.
And thank you for doing this with us.
Yeah. Also, make sure if you haven't yet, click out of the chat button, go over and hit the like button.
Wow. Okay, so I'm loving this. Brianna says, my parents both have diabetes. My dad is all in with keto at the age of 84. He's doing great. My mom always wants bread with everything. Wow, that is so exciting and such a testimony. I hope that you have an opportunity to share the story, maybe even send pictures or something to us, because we'd love to share that story. Because a lot of times when I talk to seniors who would like to make a change, usually the biggest obstacle for them is, well, it's too late for me, right?
Yeah.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's never too late. And you want to finish your race well, right? And wouldn't it be awesome to have more energy, for him to be feeling good, to have the less joint inflammation? I love getting to hang out with my mom, who is 70, and the energy that she has, no matter what I'm doing, she can keep up with me.
She is 70 years old, shows up at church at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and volunteers for 3 services
with the kindergartners,
with 3 and 4-year-olds. I mean, amazing.
Well, and I love that. And, goodness, I hate when we're robbed of our seniors. That is the time in their life where they have the most information to share. They have so much knowledge. They have so much experience. And if they're in retirement age, they have time to share that and to be a part of it. And it's like, I hate seeing people get sick just at that time,
So somebody said that the pumpkin spice keto chow makes a great chaffle.
Ooh.
So
we have not tried that.
No, we have not tried that. And Lucy said, and it's on sale. Guess who's got 2 thumbs and is ordering some right now? Yeah. So pumpkin spice, there's a link down below, is 20% off.
We have used it for mug cakes and
We've
such.
Used it for mug cakes. We have a recipe on our website for
We've
that.
used it in your cheesecake recipe.
Yeah.
It makes a really good
really good. But yeah, it's on sale 20% off through Sunday night. Miriam said you need to make the pumpkin sausage soup with keto chow.
Yeah.
We still need to make that. I haven't made that
we haven't made that yet.
Rhonda is breaking her fast with bone broth with butter, then yogurt. I'm obsessed with that.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you like it, Rhonda.
Somebody messaged me. I'm going to be trying to make a keto chow with that yogurt.
Ooh.
I feel like it's going to make it really thick.
Oh my
thick
gracious.
I'm excited to try that.
Oh my goodness.
Miriam said, Chris and I are doing our live now. Hugs, friends. See you later. Yep,
See you
we're
guys
gonna
later.
almost caught up. We're going to get off. Well, no, they have 15 minutes, right?
I don't have my watch on.
8 o'clock, I thought.
Hair Pastor Freckle.
Keeping it, keto Cindy, keeping it real over 50 said my ketones are normally 5.8. Fasting, they've been 1.8-ish.
Wow.
Key said, did you know that Redmond's real salt is sold at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's? I can't find it in the usual locals. I know it's sold in Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I know for a fact it's sold in Whole Foods. It's also on Amazon. And price on Amazon is pretty much the same as their website,
Hungry Heat says, hey, yo, everyone.
Mommy's
mom.
on.
Hi.
Kevin did a 45-hour fast, broke it with broth, eggs, and an Angus beef patty.
That is delicious.
Eileen said she's ready to push to Thursday.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're in it.
Rhonda said, exactly right, Joe. I went to bed with ketones at 1.2. I woke up with a 0.5 because brain was utilizing the ketones. Today, sitting at my desk, ketones were back up to 1.3 because I was not using them.
Amazing.
Rachel said my name and pronounced it correctly. I'm starstruck.
Brianna. That's a beautiful name.
That is.
I love it.
Debbie said she loves how we work it out over the live. Mommy has some decaf for you. Debbie said she doesn't want to eat late tomorrow either, so she may extend as well. She's gonna say.
Just see, can't hoit.
Steph said I'm gonna break my fast with some fire and kettle chicken broth with some shredded or cubed rotisserie chicken.
That is excellent.
I think tomorrow we're going to try, because I'm not gonna cut grass tomorrow because I have to leave for Miami at like 12:30. So I think we're gonna try to quickly film like a bone broth, like how we break our fast. Even though we're not gonna drink it, somebody will drink it, and we'll do that.
The boys love it.
Let's see. Julie said, I'm trying to push to Thursday too. If I can make it to Thursday at 9 a.m., it'll be 90 hours for her.
So Willie says, Rachel, I got my wife and daughter on the train after they saw my results. Also, I'm going to try making yogurt Friday. I myself am going to push past 72 hours. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. I'm excited about that. That's awesome. I'm really glad that your wife is doing it too.
Debbie said, the carnivore vibe is crazy right now. I don't care for all the negative comments and carnivore police.
Yeah.
Julie said, is Keto Chow live on Facebook or YouTube? It's on both. That's kind of where I learned how to do this. Steph said, I do carnivore. Also, I eat all meat, butter, sour cream, cream cheese, block cheeses. From time to time, I also do a salad. That's pretty much how we're at.
We're right there with you.
Every once in a while, I'll have a bar. I'll have maybe have a little ice cream. Hey, Strong Sisters eats ice cream. They say, but it's a once in a while thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't get behind the people who are like so restrictive, and then they tell you you're doing it wrong because you're not doing it their way.
My thing is,
do what works for you.
Be as restrictive as you want, but like maybe other people don't want to be as restrictive.
David said, I was looking at the Aldi's ad for tomorrow. They have the Timaluk sausage sticks with 0 sugar. It's a 4-ounce bag for $3.99 at my Aldi's. The very last ingredients are caramel coloring and carmine.
Nice.
Yeah, so I try to avoid caramel coloring, but sometimes you just can't.
I like how Heather's percentage is like go back up one more scroll. 93.975%. I love that.
Annie Val said, I'm 6 hours behind on the fast, so I have to wait till 1 a.m. when I'm not going to eat anyway. If you can do Thursday at 7 p.m., I will be there right with you. Let's do it. Well, we're going to eat before 7 p.m., but we are live streaming at 9:30 on Thursday.
Yeah.
Debbie said, carnivore is another fad for some people.
Yes. Shelly went on carnivore for her autoimmune issues.
And that's completely different. And Dr. Berry talks about that. If you're doing it for a health reason where you need to literally be like 0 carb, that's completely different. But I think a lot of people are just doing it because they're trying to be more restrictive because they weren't restricting themselves enough on standard keto. Eileen said, I was looking for something to do on my lunch hour, and I think I'll hit all these. Thank you, David.
Nice. Hungry He says, I think the term you're looking for is a ketovore.
Yeah, that's kind of what we say.
I feel like that's what we are, yeah.
Steph said, when I first started this journey, I was paleo, then I went to keto, and now more carnivore. It's been over a year of transitions.
A lot of people go that route, right?
Debbie said, I'm not 100% carnivore, but I like how I feel when I eat mostly animal, which is kind of how we feel. And I think that that's how we're designed to be.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I was talking to Dr. Sivas about, is that he said that we are primarily carnivore with the occasional vegetables. That's why we're omnivores, you know?
Well, you can kind of see that with like your cats and dogs, right? Mm-hmm. You see them go outside every once in a while. They'll like take some grass or eat some grass or something like that. You know, Tabitha will want a little vegetable or of something. Yep. But yeah.
Eileen said, keto for me is about real food, minimal processed foods. I think getting all the keto labeled foods is what causes so many people to quit. Plus, many think they'll lose too slowly.
Yeah.
That's another thing I see. I see people posting on Facebook all the time, like, I've only lost 5 pounds this month. I'm like, that's more than a pound a week. They say that it's really not healthy to lose more than a half a pound to a pound a week. So if you're losing 1.2 pounds a week, that's good.
That is awesome. And it's gone forever.
And it's fat.
And you're going to start feeling good.
Keith likes the transparent background. Okay, we can do this. I like that. Steph said, don't fret the haters, Joe and Rachel. You honestly is what is truly helping those of us that are really interested in the truth and with learning.
Thank you for that.
Keto Mom said, it's an opinion. If you are being sponsored, they are paying for your opinion, not for fake recommendation. I will tell you that we've had companies like say, hey, like, we'll give you a couple of dollars. We're going to give you free product. And we even tell them, like, I will review the product for free. You give me the product or whatever. My thing is, I'm still going to be honest. I've had perfect keto products that I don't like that much, and I will say it. You know, I tell people all the time, exogenous ketones are not needed. They have a place, but you definitely don't need them. And Perfect Keto sells them. Let's see. Chloe said, yes, extend. I'm in for it. Hate to eat late.
Aw.
Joni said, I just remembered it's called Chompy's Bread. Very rubbery. I will have to look. Yeah, we've seen Chompy's. We've never bought it.
Never bought it. Vanessa says, I love your 2 fathead pizzas. Yes.
I got another pizza I'm working on.
Ooh.
Rachel said, Aldi is coming out with their version of Rebel ice cream. I'd love to see you guys do a review on that. I have heard that.
Yeah,
I haven't
sent
seen
us
it
a message about that. So I'm excited to see if that comes in.
Chloe said, Aldi ice cream will have a lot more carbs per serving versus Rebel, like 5 per serving. I'm interested. Kathleen is off to Keto Chow's live. Yeah, we're almost caught up. So
Anthony says, it's Anthony. Where is this bread? I would like to try it.
Did we throw it out?
We threw it out, Anthony.
We threw it out, Anthony.
Sorry.
Yeah, I showed Anthony how it like rolled up into a ball and then came back out, and he's like, bread's not supposed to do that. Let's see. Mike, Keto Mom said, big difference in my skin on day 2 of the fast. My back stopped hurting on day 2 and started back today when I went to the gym.
Wow.
Mike said, food always sounds more delicious when you're fasting. Seems like you talk about food twice as much during a fast.
It's true.
Slapstick said, I'm late. I completely forgot about this somehow. My 36-hour fast is about over. I can't wait. The past few hours have been rough.
Awesome. Well, I'm super proud of you for sticking with it, though.
Steph said, I've been using a shower brush, and that is helping me make my skin super soft. Sometimes I do dry brushing, but I like using it in the shower more.
I like how Debbie says Rachel's butt cream.
We've been using that bar soap, that good soap we got at Whole Foods, because it's $1 off, $1 a bar. I'm never using like body wash again.
It smells really
good, but it's
smells
like
good.
very like creamy, right?
Yeah.
It just feels good being lathered on your skin. I've been shaving with it. A Keto Mom said, since you recommend more protein, my mommy apron went down. Love you, big brother. Again, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't need to eat a ton of fat. That's only going to hinder you. Fat is a lever. Now, when you get to your maintenance, that's where you want to up the fat because you want to be able to give your body fat without losing any. But I don't think I'm ever going to be complete maintenance.
Yeah. When people talk about maintenance, I'm like, what is that?
Steph said, I won't eat any of the store-bought low-carb ice creams, but it's my personal choice. But I have made Joe's Keto Chow ice cream, and I enjoy it.
Hey, there is something amazing about putting all of the ingredients in yourself and knowing exactly what's in there, right? Then you eat it, you enjoy it, you have a clear conscience about it, you're not worried.
We have a freezer full of mostly Killer Creamery. It's once in a blue moon do we touch that. We really enjoy the Keto Chow ice cream.
Yeah.
And we did just recently get Carrie Brown's ice cream cookbook, and we're going to start making some of that stuff. Now, the Rebel and stuff is great. I think it's nice to, now that it's in the stores, I like it better because if I have it in the house,
just get one.
I like the fact that I can just go and get one instead of having 6 of them in the house and having to worry about it. So I think it's nice to have one, like, hey, I don't feel like making any today, but, you know, we're enjoying making our own.
Yeah, definitely.
PC said, using this fast as a reboot, going strong in nearly 48 hours. Thanks for your advice.
Wow, awesome. Right, family. That's what I told people about keto. They said you lost 100 pounds. I said, but I got rid of diabetes too. Yeah.
Wow. Black Butterfly said, Whole Foods coffee bar now has packets of monk fruit. Go Whole Foods.
Oh, wow.
Check the monk fruit, though. Make sure they're not, I don't know whose it is, if it's Lakanto or not, but make sure they're not binding it to dextrose. Sometimes they take, like, because monk fruit's going to have to be bound to something, unless it's pure, but then it's literally like the size of a pencil tip is the serving. So make sure they're binding it. Probably should be bound to erythritol.
Rhonda says, Rachel, are you drinking the coffee black? Couldn't remember if that's your norm. If it is, lucky you. Yes, I usually drink black coffee. Yeah. But, you know, I've noticed I've really appreciated that clout coffee when we make that. The one that they stir it up in the bourbon barrels. Oh, my gracious. It is flavorful. I mean, I'll drink any black coffee, but that stuff's good.
So, Erica said, I found have you tried yet, but not really like the ingredients. Has 58 carbs before sugar, alcohols, and fiber out.
Gracious me.
Wow.
I mean,
I missed what that was, but
wow. Black Breakfast says
today's the last day of the good soap sale. Yeah. Steph said, when you balled that bread up, I thought instantly of rubber, and why would anybody want to eat rubber?
Yeah, what is that going to do inside of your intestines?
Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up here. So
I'm definitely going to steal that. Might even put a sign over my scale. Like, the scale is the devil? Yes.
Yeah, that's Rachel's thing. Rhonda wants to know, what is Chris Bear's YouTube channel name? It's under Keto Chow, right? It's just under Keto Chow. And Eileen said, during the week, I do black coffee. On the weekends, I do a fatty coffee as a treat. Gotta celebrate.
I think that is awesome. I think that's a really good thing. In fact, sometimes, on like a Sunday, I will put a little bit of keto in mine. Because, it's like you're celebrating the weekend.
Yep. Well, that's it. We got caught up. Yay! We got Chris left and we got caught up. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will check in with you guys tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We may be a couple minutes late. It all depends on my game and traffic coming home from Miami. But we will keep you updated. I'll put like a post in the community portion of YouTube, or Rachel puts it on Facebook if we think we're going to be a little bit late. Erica did say, Aldi keto ice cream. Sorry, long day, sick, toddler's flu. We'll post pictures on Facebook tomorrow morning. Oh, she's had it.
That's awesome.
And Steph said,
pray for your babies, though. I'm sorry.
If you can't tear the bread up balling it, does it really make you wonder how is it going to digest? Yeah.
Right.
So have a great night, guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.